What is up, Stompers? Welcome back to Stompers Stocks, where we bring you the best stompers. I know it's been a while since I brought a YouTube video out, but I've been tweeting like crazy. I have been doing my DD, just tweeting all day. Making a YouTube video is kind of hard for me right now, just going through school and everything. But I try to do it when I got some time, and I got some time now, and I got some bangers for y'all. I got some stompers. So let's get straight into it. So first stomper that I'm going to talk about today is HCMC. That's my favorite stock right now, just because it's been going bat crazy. Reddit has been on fire with it. They have over 22,000 followers for HCMC. But on November 30th, they announced a filing for its patent infringement lawsuit against Philip Morris. Philip Morris is currently trading on the NASDAQ for around $86 at the moment. So you can see that they're making millions of dollars in revenues. They're doing okay. HCMC is a little bitty company trading at half a penny right now. Hasn't even hit a penny. But I believe it's going to grow pretty fast because of the lawsuit against them. So the main thing about the lawsuit is what Philip Morris is suing them for is the patent HCMC owns is over the cartridge that heats the tobacco indirectly. So the key word here is indirectly is very important, because the indirect heating of the tobacco, or wax or whatever it is, vape oil, there's so many types of things for it. But it heats up to a certain temperature. 350 degrees is what makes it less dangerous, and that right there is what they own. But let's go down to my little sticky note here. So on the 30th, of course, they did the lawsuit against Philip Morris, and then on the 14th of December, going backwards here, HCMC announces formation of intellectual property holding subsidiary. So what that is basically, I have this little quote here above the chart, and it is basically a warrant that was issued 5 years ago, and they were able to close it, and now that stabilizes their company and their capital structure to recreate shareholder value for all of us, which is a great thing for us, because us shareholders, we want our stock value to go up, and that's something they announced in July. So there has been a lot of talk and accumulation over those days, July up until it looks like December 6th is finally when it went up just to 2, if you can see there on the chart. It's that blue little box there. And guys, if you guys don't know what that number means, I kind of put a 0.0100 equals 1 penny, so that is what equals 1 penny. So you can imagine what 0.0002 is and how many shares you can buy with that. Hopefully, if you guys want a video based on penny stocks or anything, just to explain the basic terminology, and if you guys are new here, I'm glad to make a video like that. Just let me know in the comments below. I tried to say that in my first couple videos, but I didn't really see much feedback based on that. A lot of people look like they're already trading here, so that's great news, and it looks like I don't have to teach you guys much, but show you guys these hitters. But after that, on February 8th, HCMC announced the sale of 5 million preferred stock convertible into a common stock. So basically, whoever bought that stock, they bought it at 150% premium rate above whatever the stock was at. I believe it was 0.16, and they bought it at 0.24. So they bought it above 150%. So they had to have known something. But the thing about them is they announced the PR saying, led by the longest single long-term investor. HCMC received an investment from a group institutional investors with the S. So there's multiple investors. And they bought 2 billion shares. So I'm guessing they know some news that we don't know. And I believe this company is making a move that we're not ready for. That's all I really have to say on this stock right now. You guys can follow me on Twitter about it, ask me questions in the comments below. But right now, HCMC is my #1 stock, and we're going to get into the next one. Ticker number 2, OPTI International, OPTI, currently sitting at 32 cents, man. 32 cents. When I first mentioned it on my channel, we were sitting at only 4 cents. So we're sitting at like, I don't know, 900% gains, but this touched like 49 cents. So this was more than 1,000%. And this is going to be moving even up higher. So NASDAQ, here we come. OPTI International. If you guys don't know what OPTI International is, they basically just recently expanded into the production and distribution of personal protection equipment, PPE products, and commercial UVC lighting stuff. So masks, gowns, anything medically, basically, for hospitals. And then they had the eye wand out with the UVC lights. Then they have solar panels. So they're into so many things right now. February 16th is a really big day, which is this Tuesday, financial day. Their revenue should be a lot more than what they discussed in the investors meeting, which was only 200 million. Yeah, 200 million. Only 200 million. Way better than most OTC companies out there. And then imagine the new news that's going to be dropping on Tuesday. So this should be running more than, I expect, 50% to 100%, and then possibly retrace back again. But I hope they let this run, because it should run. This is a fantastic stock to be invested in, and it's something to be long for quite some time. February 16th, the financial day, got that done. The 10-minute rapid COVID test for PPE, another product that they came out on February 9th. And this is all recent news. This is this month. They're continuously coming out with stuff. This company is making money. They're generating income. They're creating new innovations to have new products. Then on February 1st, they have the SaniRail for escalators, handrails. So, that is sanitized. And then on the 14th, they acquired the Z2O app. That's basically the Uber of disinfecting and cleaning, but with UVC. So imagine how different that is. That's a whole different line of the game, They are taking Molly Maid out of business, to say it least. But then we got the OPTI International website, which was updated on the 7th, and that looks amazing. Looks like a NASDAQ website. It doesn't look like OTC stock anymore. They're taking real pride in this company. Everything looks incredibly nice now. The social media has been, very professional. The stock is a NASDAQ stock to come. No more dilution. This has been running cleanly, has been having new highs every other week, and it's just making the stair climb higher and higher. The EV line has yet to be discussed, something I'm not going to talk about in this video, just going to put it there. So just to let you guys know, if you guys didn't believe me the first time, this is your second chance to get in before $1, and I hope you guys get in this time. OPTI International, OPTI, the gem of my channel. Ticker number 3 is straight water, man. Straight water. INKW, INKW, Green Concepts. Basically what this ticker consists of is they own and operate a bottling and beverage facility in North Carolina. It's 60,000 square feet, and the CEO had recently worked at Nestle, and then he worked at Coca-Cola. So this guy has a lot of experience in the bottling facility. So basically, I got into this ticker just because it was going crazy. I mean, it was just water that was getting sold on Amazon. So I was like, you know what the heck? Let me buy a few shares of that. It was just having a really good day. So I just, flipped my shares. I went up 100%. I sold my initial investment, and I just rode my free shares. So if you guys don't know what that terminology means, is, for example, let's just say you buy 10,000 shares at 2 pennies. Once it gets to 4 pennies, you double your money. So you sell half of your shares, which means you sell basically your initial investment, and whatever you have left is basically free, and you're writing it for free because you already made the money that you put in back, and you're writing those shares at 4 cents. You're only writing half of those shares at 4 cents, but you already got your money back, so technically they're free shares and you don't have to worry about anything. So that's basically where it's at, probably at 4 cents or whatever. Forgot about it. This thing hit like 17 cents, 18 cents out of nowhere one day. 13 cents, really high on some news, was just going green, man. So this ticker really brought my attention. I was like, why is it so good? And I'm new to the game, so I'm still learning things as everything goes on. And I guess something selling on Amazon and creating revenue is really good, especially if they sold out. So yes, their water sold out on Amazon. When they launched their water, it sold out. And they had 3 trucks full of water going to Amazon. So if they have cases of water, and there's 3 trucks full going to Amazon, and those already sold out. Imagine what this company's doing. So, let's just go into the recent news right now. February 21st, they announced a joint venture partnership with Lucky Soul from Los Angeles, LA. So they're going to be having CBD juice, CBD water, all that stuff is going to be dope. LA, everybody smokes weed there. That's going to be popping. They're going to see that in fridges. You're going to see them in Walgreens probably. I feel like this company is going to be real big. On February 10th, they were announced to begin the application process to moving off the OTC pink sheets and uplisting to the OTC QB venture marketplace. So they have big runs. They have big plans to do with this stock, and it's just running. It's a brand new company. There's nothing to really talk bad about. They haven't really did anything bad in the past, so I don't see what they're gonna do to us now. And their labels, their images on their websites from posting just the water bottle when people using them, people at Mercedes are posting them. It just looks like real high quality photos. I'll hopefully get on the screen for you guys. Then on February 8th, they got 2.875 million in funding and no dilution, no toxic dilution. So it's just going to be used for the shareholders to expand even more. So they're helping the share structure. They're helping us grow, man. And this is a stock I'm really into. I'm really loving. This should be higher, honestly. Should be way higher on my list. But there's a lot of stocks that should be higher on my list. I have a lot of stocks to go to. We're actually going to have 2 more just to let you guys know. This is going to be a total of 5 stocks. So this is our 3rd one right now. And then, so on February 12th, they announced they have grown the company steadily through the OTC market, and they want to move on to the NASDAQ. The focus is to establish a solid foundation, grow sales awareness, and stability. I mean, I feel like they're still working on their marketing in a sense. I feel like that's what they can work on. Their website needs to be worked on as well. But other than that, this company has been already generating revenue, it looks like, and has been selling a lot of water and been making a partnership day after day. And I feel like news, we just haven't heard enough about this stock yet. January 25 was the first day that they announced the joint partnership with Amazon, and they started selling water. So this was only a month ago, and this jumped up more than probably, I think, 1,500%. So, guys, this is only at 10 cents right now. OPTI, the one right before this, was at 30 cents. So if you're feeling a little too expensive for that, I feel like INKW is a great price. But you guys know my first one, HCMC, was a good stock as well at a price. But this is something that I believe is something that can move. It is less risky than HCMC if anything falls over. This is a stock that you can invest to and see some gains on. A floor is establishing for this stock, so it's a great time to make an entry position in. Fourth ticker, man, Strikeforce Technologies, ticker symbol SFOR. This is another ticker that I already talked about on my channel that I was really heavy on. I believe I was talking about it when it was at like 6 cents, 5 cents. But I've been tweeting about it for ages. I was going through a real rough time of paying off toxic debts, and it finally, paid off all its debts, and we have been seeing a breakthrough. As you can see, at 3 cents, it had a huge gap up all the way up to 5 cents. That was a real solid start. When we saw that gap up to 5-6 cents, then we knew the stock was running. It hit a high of, I believe it was 27 cents a few days ago. I think on Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, when the market was doing really well, really green. You guys need to follow me on Twitter. I mentioned the pullback that was gonna happen. I mentioned when Wednesday was blood red in the morning. I was mentioning hold your stops. Hopefully nobody panic sold or anything like that. The market is really volatile right now, especially with the news going on and everything. You have to be aware and not get scared out of your shares. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with the ticker symbol SFOR, but we're sitting at 24 cents right now. You see the gap up on the chart. This stock is doing great. If you guys don't know what the stock is basically a suite of online products that help prevent cyber theft and data breaches on your computer. It has a really secure video conferencing system, better than Zoom, way better than Zoom. And it secures and that's the next wave of life. Technology is taking a new toll on everything, and we need to be secure. This is like life insurance. This is like having car insurance. This is, you know, technology insurance, technology protection. You need to secure your information, and you need to be paying for something like this at the end of the day, you know. So, you know, February 8th, they completed its regular A-tier funding, so that, you know, helped clear its toxic dilution, toxic debt. Strikeforce is now applying on February 2nd. They were applying for the OTCQB, and they want to uplift to the NASDAQ hopefully this year. So companies are always looking to uplift to the NASDAQ, and they're generating revenue now from Safety Chat and having privacy lock. Privacy lock is basically something that prevents, you know, being able to do keystrokes and being able to protect stuff like that. You know what keystrokes are. Something that really big happened this year was they really reduced the 10 billion shares out of the share structure, which left 4 billion shares, which was a lot better than 14 billion. They launched an Android and Apple application of Safe Chat, which is running. The beta is not running anymore. The full launches of the apps have gone up. I have incredible reviews, which is great. And the boards have been apart. Some of the boards have been apart. I just recently was going through some DD, and I found out that they're part of Homeland Security. They know the government. Some of these people have 20 years of experience in IT. Like this is not a company built off, you know, BS. This is real IT, real Internet of Things, real data. I'm personally majoring in information technology, so I think what they're doing and what they're creating is something that is going to be used for, you know, the next decade or so until technology upgrades again. But we know we go through upgrades every year. I can't even be talking. But this stock is currently sitting at 24 cents. I believe it's going to be a NASDAQ stock as well. This stock has been making new highs and has finally started generating revenue and new highs, and we just need to get the train running. Moving on to the fifth ticker of today, MJLB, Ultra Track Systems. Man, they are the best ticker, man. They shouldn't even be at number 5. They should be way higher than this, but, you know, it's a sleeper. You know, I tell people always go for the sleepers, go for the ones that are not least talked about. This is sitting on number 5, so if you guys are the ones that like to go for tickers are the ones that, you know, aren't talked about too much, this is the one for you. You know, it's in my number 5 spot, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. This is a banger. This is gonna be in the NASDAQ for sure. I have so much confidence in this stock. What it is basically integrated tracking unit into like Teslas, BMWs. This is out in Canada. So main thing about Canada that I just read up on is in June 12, 2021, all Canadian motor carriers will need to choose, buy, or install certified devices in their commercial motor vehicles. That means everybody's going to have it integrated. They have to have that. So Toyotas, whatever they're driving, and this is the main company that is going to be providing those. Why? Because back to February 11th, the company has secured 2 new contracts and for products to be used in 2 fleets of high-end rental companies. So now all the rental cars are going to be having these integrated tracking units in Canada. So think about that. High-end rental car companies are going to have it. Now you got, you know, Tesla's having it. You got BMW's having it. Who else is going to have it? And then you got both Core and IRDM satellite in a strategic effort to expand UltraTrack services worldwide. If you search both of those ticker symbols up, I'm not even going to tell you about those in my video. Hopefully you guys do the due diligence. I'm trying to teach you guys what to do and how to become a better trader. But do your due diligence on those 2 tickers and tell me why exactly these contracts with these tickers mean something. So if you guys just look at that, I'm telling you, this in that 18 cents is no problem. It's definitely going to hit the NASDAQ. January 12th, 2021. Everything in this video is recent, guys. This is all recent news coming out. This isn't news is from ages ago from the OTC markets. This is recent and monthly updates. So January 12th, there was a tweet update. As of today, MJLB's float was approximately 120 million shares. Remain unchanged, no dilution have occurred in the last 45 days. So they're talking about no dilution, man. There's nothing funky going on with the stock besides people selling it for no reason. And when you guys see those dips, I'm telling you guys to load up. there's going to be a new law. Imagine, how right now all the marijuana stocks are blowing up because Biden's president and he's, doing all these things, and he's funding, and he's, saying yes to this, and a lot of other props have been passed, and you see how much marijuana stocks are blowing up. Imagine a law specifically created for a device, and now that device has created contracts with the main telecommunication carriers in Canada to sell their product. This is just a giant loophole for this company in a sense, and this company's website is amazing as well. I need you guys to do the DD. This is just, I've already been talking too much on all these tickers, and I really want to get wrapped up. And just follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys are on that. Ask me questions, comment below about tickers, and I'll answer you guys' questions for sure. That's no problem. If you guys can't do the DD, I'm here for you. But I want you guys to learn how to do your own DD, just because it will make you a better trader, and this will help you in the long run, and it will make you ask less questions. And I already mentioned that I know a lot of people know how to trade, but I'm just teaching you some more things. And that brings me up to my next slide here, classroom rules. This is was featured on my Twitter earlier this week. Hopefully you guys can get a quick run through scan about that. And I'm not going to go too deep about it in it. If you guys really want me to go down on my 10 key rules, my 11 was just a little addy in there. I would really like to make a video about this and teach you guys the whole point of selling and how I make a trade, and what's been working for me. Another thing is, don't get greedy when you see green. I want you guys to secure profits, and where I linked back earlier, talked about writing free shares. That's the best thing to do, because these stocks aren't going to be straight rockets. They're going to have their bumps, their mountains, their climbs, their ditches, and your best thing to do is take advantage of those climaxes that occur, and accumulate that money and accumulate those shares. I know that's a lot to take in, and for some people, they just want to buy a stock and not worry. That's something you can do as well. Just buy a stock and keep it for long. Don't trade it. It helps for taxes as well. But if you're into a stock, I just realized you can make a lot of money when you're really into one stock and you stay focused on it, and you learn about the charts, and not have 20 ticker symbols in your goddamn account, and you don't even know what's green, what's red, and what to focus on. It's a lot harder. So there's a lot of things that have helped me become a better trader, and I would be happy to say I don't really like to hopefully this isn't cocky, but I just want to show you guys what has been happening to me in the past few months. Ever since December, my account has skyrocketed because of my investments. But July through November was straight hell, man. July through December, actually. My account didn't really kick up till January. So July through December, man. And if you look at the videos of my tickers that I recently put out, you guys can see that I was straight diehard. I was talking about these tickers, man. I knew what I was talking about, and you can see that they finally broke through, and I finally built foundation of my account. And this has been great because I was able to break the PDT rule, and now I can trade and not have to be limited to 3 trades. But I feel like this was the best way for me to learn, to just start with a little amount of money and work my way up. I'm glad I didn't just go in with my savings, and because I would have tumbled and didn't know what to really do. It's really nice if you just start off with a little amount of money. You don't need a lot of money to invest. You really don't. You start off with a little amount, you learn your rules, you learn consistency, and you'll be a better trader. This is just something I wanted to share with you guys. Something that I'm really happy about, and hopefully you guys have been breaking new highs as well, and hopefully we can be stomping together.